Alright, how are we doing today? Here's another one of my builds. This is on the Way of Winter server, as you can see. So, it's pretty simple. I'll buy this right here. So let's go ahead and start. Found me a sign, so put it up. Make the stairs. I might put good towards the end of there, just in case stuff attacking me during the Manibus stuff, during the stuff. Basic little setup in here. This house has not been fully furnished yet, so it's still got a lot of work to do. Bathroom along with some of my deviants. This character is only level 30, so not maxed out. Haven't played a lot of time and stuff like that. And then we're gonna go back out here. And right here we got a big old deck. Could be for whatever we want to use it for. Okay. I like to put shooting ranges on my decks, so I'll probably put one out here later on. And then reorganize this as I want to, but that's what you can do with it. Alright. Now for the exciting stuff. This is basically like just a little shim of a house, kind of like, ooh, it's basic. Okay. And there's your stairs, and here's the next level. Now, there's still a lot of stuff that can be put in these houses that I make. Don't have a lot of the fancy decorations or nothing like that. I got a bunch of the basic stuff. But as I keep playing the characters and switching between servers, I tend to fill them out eventually. So this one right here is just a manufacturing level, basically. Okay, it's all your crafting level. And as you can see, it's an all glass house on the rest of it. It's got a nice view. It overlooks everything. And I do have two stairs, and they both go to the same level. So we'll go down this stair right here. And this is the next level. Like I said, they're not decorated out. So, and stuff like that. But as you can see, I'm starting to go down a cliff. Okay? So that's the big thing for this house right here. This is my cliffside house. And stuff like that. So, and then you get the opening windows here, which I thought was kind of cool. Get you some air and a breeze going through if you want. And you kind of come down here. Here's another one. This is just a whatever kind of room you want to make. You can make it into a bedroom or whatever you want. As you see, there's a little bit of a layering issue for height. And that is just because of where the foundation blocks are for the upper levels and for this bottom level down here. Okay, so that's why you see these little column tips right here. Maybe I'll do something with it, maybe I won't. There's a nice big old deck you can come out here, look on. There's a river down below. Okay, and you can see, like I said, we're starting to go down the thing. I'll show you an outside view a little bit later. And stuff like that. So, you've got the stairs inside. Here's another room. And this is just a basic room. Okay, nothing fancy about it. Nothing like that. Nice and big though. You can do what you want in here. The pack that I used this decoration from, which is the glass pack, they don't have the half floors yet. So I'm hoping that they make an adjustment to all that stuff so that we can get a lot of the little half walls and stuff. They made a lot of it for the basic packages, but they didn't make it for the glass packs yet. And this is our final floor right here. And as you can see, we're pretty far down, I believe. Yeah, not too bad. You know, about halfway down the mountain. Got some windows you can open and close if you want. So see, like that. Use it mostly for ventilation and stuff like that. Try to seal up the room as much as possible. Because if you're trying to heat it or cool it, which is the winter, you'd want to keep it nice and warm in this area. Then you would go ahead and do that. And I didn't realize that this column is not decorated, so I'm going to do that. Okay. Oh, you didn't do it. Come on. There. And stuff like that. So this is the final level going down. And this could be another bedroom, you know? I mean, you could definitely use it for something like that if you wanted to, or whatever you want to use it for. Okay. Lighting is still being worked on. Just a bunch of stuff will be worked on over time as I play this account and this character. So now let me give you a view from the outside, which we're going to do this for. And as you can see, so here's that little bitty house. It was actually the original part of the house, and then I moved over to here from another location. And then I started building the deck and stuff. So, and as you go down, as you can see, this is basically a 5-story house going down, something like that, and stuff like that. And you can go down. I know you can't see very well because of the fog from your perimeter, and stuff like that. And there's a lot of glare too. But yeah, so this is all made with cheap wood, so it's not a metal or not a cement building at all, and stuff like that. So it's all pretty much all wood, and then you just decorate the wood. That keeps the manufacturing cost down a lot more, and stuff like that for you. And as you come down, see, you can just go in there, and not every spot will have, a little wall that goes back because it doesn't all work that way. But yeah, this is another one of my houses. I hope you guys enjoy it. Just a little idea that I keep coming up with. I wanted the front to look like, oh, it's just like a piece of crap house. Okay? And then it's like as you go through the house, if you walk through this old house, you're like, oh, nothing fancy, until you get to see the back. And like I said, I do them a lot for just what's possible when you're doing this kind of stuff, and stuff like that, so you can actually see different aspects. I haven't seen one that hangs off the cliff like this before. There is, now for this house, there is a couple foundations inside. There's one under, I think it's going to be this level right here, and then there's another one underneath this very bottom level. Let me see if I can show it to you. Yeah, so see, it's right here in the back. So there's a foundation piece. It's one foundation piece, and that's why you can't always have like a nice corner or stuff like that, or you can't get it to the right height because of how that lines up. It took me a few tries. I had to just basically destroy this whole bottom half, redo it to try to get it close to being closer to the top half. That's why I see another gap right here. I would just say I'm using that for ventilation or something like that, and stuff like that. And then, go like that. Like I said, this is very basic on top. When I came up with this idea, it was my early house for this one, and then I built a few other houses, came together, and then I said, oh, let's see what I can do with this one. And so I started building this one. Alright. So if you have any questions, you know something? And yes, this hollow house right here could have been put in glass too, but like I said before, I wanted to look like, if you're looking at it straight from the front, if you're just looking at it from here, it looks like a nothing house, okay? That's what it looks like. And that's what I wanted to look like, so it's like, it's okay, it's got a deck in the back, as long as you don't move around too much, and then like, once you start moving around, you'll be like, oh, wait, this has more. Now, people like to see the more for the house. Like I said, I wish I had a lot of the fancy decorations and I could do all this other stuff and have the time to do all that other stuff that everybody does, but, can't always have that. Alright, have a good one. Talk to you later. The reason the stair is like this is because they do not make a doorway onto the side for the stairs. Don't know why, but they don't. Have a good one.